Hello there. This is a short video about a relatively rare media player which is made in South Korea, and I bought this around 12 years ago, and it's a 30 gigabyte player, plays Xvid and MPEG videos. It records as well in MPEG 4, so it has some good connectors on the side here. So we've got AV in, AV out. There's a USB and a USB host as well. So as well as the headphone socket and power for the charger. There's a reset switch there, which I don't think I've ever had to use. And it's also got a TV, an LCD and a hold switch. So normally you have it in the LCD mode, but when you put it into TV, the screen goes off and you can run it via the AV out there. So it's got a pull down power supply to turn it on. So let's just turn that on. So the good thing about this is I had this so I could do a bit of traveling and watch videos and things, and it worked pretty well, and the screen's not too bad. So the screen comes in at 480 by 272, and as you saw previously, it's quite a nice dark screen. So let's go into play mode, and let's go into movie, shall we? So it looks like here I made copies off my DVD of Firefly, that iconic series that was cancelled after one season, unfortunately. And let's just play a little bit of the beginning. So it's got a feature where it remembers where you were when you last played it, so that's really nifty. And as you can see, it's pretty neat. And this was ideal because I went travelling in 2010, and I remember watching films on the plane on the way back from the States. So that was nice to have this at the time. So it does also feature Bluetooth, and you can have a Bluetooth headset on here, and it will play MP3 music as well, which I haven't really done with it. I've purely used it for films and TV. So there's a good feature here, so it knows where you were and you can play your last media item that you were watching. So as mentioned before, it's got a record function, so I've used it a couple of times to record from VHS, and it worked okay, but I don't think I ever tried it on shop bought film, so I don't know if Macrovision is enabled, which would stop you from recording. I can't remember there. So it's got various menus, and they all tend to be these sort of slider based ones. So as you can see, system, okay, and it even had an upgrade feature, which I don't think I ever use, so it's never been upgraded. And for an item that's this old, its battery seems to be fine, and it still seems to be working. So just have a look at the back of it here. So there's an Xvid sign there. It says it's Wolfson Microelectronics, DSP, and here we go. Here's the actual date. So I said about 2009, so that was probably when I bought it, but it was it looks like it was manufactured in April of 2008. Yeah, it's well made. It's a nice it's a nice player. It doesn't have a stand, so you have to lean it against something if you're sat at a table. There's a microphone there underneath my finger there. But there's not really much to say really, apart from that it did handle quite a few different file formats. I never tried it with H.264, although it is reported to have used that. But that you would have had to have limited the size, I think, of the video frame. So Anything over maybe a particular number of pixels or bit rate, it may not have played. Yeah, so that's the player there. So that's something quite rare and quite nice for its time. Well designed, a real kind of consumer product there. Well, I hope you enjoyed having a look at this video, and if you'd like to leave any comments, please do, and like my video, and subscribe for some more interesting videos later. Thank you.